Jamestown Island. My name is Jerome Bridges. I'm one of the interpretive rangers here for the National Park Service. So let me say, on behalf of the National Park Service, welcome to the Colonial National Historic Park. Now this afternoon, we're going to take a tour, a walking tour of a portion of two towns that existed over 400 years ago during the 17th century. Do you realize that you're actually looking at a portion of one of those towns? It's right over there to your immediate right. Now, I know what you're probably thinking, my goodness, I don't see a thing over there, but I want you to look very closely. Perhaps you see some brick foundations there to the right, and over to the right rear, you're going to notice an earthen berm. And on the other side of that earthen berm is a dirt road. That 45-acre portion of land that you see over there to your right was once known as Newtown. And Newtown, now don't worry, we're not walking 45 acres today, but Newtown wasn't established until 1621. Now, if you read the same history book I did, certainly you know that Jamestown was established in 1607. So if this area is called Newtown, then the area to your left rear would be called Old Town. The area of James Fort, circular 1607. Those are the two areas that we're going to visit on this walking tour this afternoon. But before we get started, did you know that there are three major facts about Jamestown that we like for all of our visitors to remember? If you don't remember anything else that any ranger, including yours truly, Jerome, says to you this afternoon. Three major facts about Jamestown. You know, I often say you never know if the boss is hiding behind a tree somewhere, just waiting to see if we're going to cover those three major facts about Jamestown. So now I have a question to ask you this afternoon. May we please cover the three major facts about Jamestown before we begin the walking tour? Yes. Thank you. I'm so glad you answered in the affirmative. The way I see it, that's job security for me. Well, you know, fact number one, major fact about Jamestown, is literally carved in stone on this monument that you see directly here in front of you. Have any of you had an opportunity to walk around the monument and read the inscriptions on it? By the way, that's called the Tercentennial Monument. It was placed there in 1907 by our federal government to recognize and commemorate the 300th anniversary of the founding of Jamestown. Just in case you're wondering, it's 105 feet tall and is constructed out of New Hampshire granite. But literally carved in stone on that monument is fact number one about Jamestown. It says that Jamestown is the site of the first permanent English colony in British North America. Anyone here from North Carolina? Does anyone know where North Carolina is located? Thank you. You know, 20 years before Jamestown was established as the first permanent colony here in the New World, the English attempted to establish a colony in the New World off the coast of what we know today as North Carolina. That was 1587 on a little island known as Roanoke Island. Perhaps you've heard of it. To this day, no one knows what happened to those English people who settled there. So today, they're referred to as the Lost Colony. But 20 years later, the English will attempt once again to establish a colony in the New World. Where? Right here on this 1,500-acre low-lying, swampy, disease-ridden, bug-infested island. And this will become the first permanent English colony in British North America. Now, if you'll follow me this way, we're going to speak of a few other things before we begin the actual walking tour. So if you'll follow me this way.